and we had made the decision we were going to purchase the business, Catron's Glass. And remember, I'm 23 years old. And we go to the bank who my parents had banked with, and trying to convince them that they needed to loan us the money, loan me the money to purchase the business. And so we fill out the business plan, and we lay all these things out and give them all the numbers and everything. And I'll never forget the exact location I was at when I received the phone call from the banker, and he said, "We're not going to loan you the money. We feel like this is an uphill battle, and I don't think you're going to make it." And I was like, "What? You think I'm not going to make it?" And so at that moment, one, I was crushed because we had already, started putting the wheels in motion. My wife and I lived in Cincinnati, and we're back home, and this thing's going forward. And to be told no, it was a punch in the gut. But what I found out later, we were able to end up securing a loan with another local bank who was willing to take the risk on a 23-year-old who, looking back, I don't blame the guy that told me no. In fact, there's days early on I wish the other guy would have told me no. But, the guy that told me no in the beginning, that bank ended up, after about 5 years, ended up getting bought out by a bigger bank. And I had some friends who had loans with that small bank at the time before they got bought out. And when they got bought out by the big bank, they started calling loans on some of our friends. If I would have been in that position in 5 years, I don't know what I would have done. I don't know that I would have been able to pay off that loan. I probably would not have, with the position we were in, trying to get the thing growing and, trying to figure things out. So I look back on that and I think, heck yeah, rejection was God's protection. Woke me up a little bit with the no, but also made me look back and say, okay, thank you for not letting me be with that bank, because as difficult as it was being 23 years old, trying to grow a small business, if I would have had that thrown at me after 5 years, that would have been pretty tough to deal with.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. So that is one that I always kind of live by. When someone tells me no, or when you're rejected on something, it's like, okay, what's this protecting me from, and where do I go from here? So that was one of the top ones that came to me.